Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Happy to see you here, happy to have you. Welcome. Take a seat, relax. This video is like 20 minutes long, but you know, we're gonna get through it together. Now, I'm just, doing what I need to do right now, taking off the acrylic that was on my last set. And yes, there are only 2 nails on my hands. I wish I had a better excuse for this, but all I really have to bring is that I was building furniture and they ripped off and it hurt very badly. But that's okay, because now we are putting on a brand new set of nails and they are gorgeous. They're one of the favorites that I think I've done so far. And they're just right up my alley. Pastels, iridescence, confetti, all those buzzwords. But we're taking them off right now, and I'm using my fantastic little super sharp, terrifying drill bit. Yeah, drill bit that my friend Megan got from me. It's intimidating, I'll say that. I definitely cut up my fingers or my cuticles pretty bad when filming this, but that's okay. They're kind of healed now, but yeah, I'm just not gonna go that close to my cuticle anymore. That was not a great idea. But let's focus on the video now. So I'm still in the removal process here. I'm sure you're familiar with it. I'm fixing some lifting that seems to have happened on my nail. Sometimes it catches us off guard. There's not a lot we can do about it. But taking care of that right now. And I'm just doing these little tap motions because you got to be kind of gentle, because your nail bed, when it's like mine, can be, I guess you could say, vulnerable. Mine's thin, so you gotta be gentle with it. Alright, I did that to my ring finger and my thumb. Thumb was not caught on camera. I can't really tell you why. It just stopped recording. But now I am pushing back my cuticles with my cuticle pusher and going in with that ball bit and just scraping off or drilling off that dead skin around my finger, which is super satisfying to do, especially when it goes all smooth like this. And then I'm gonna remove the extra dead skin with these nippers. And the more and more I use them, the less I accidentally cut myself, which is cool. Right, roughing up the surface of the nails, getting them ready, because we're gonna put on new tips, which is always a nice fresh feeling. So when I was about to put these nail tips on, I spent maybe like 5 minutes trying to open my glue bottle. Like, I don't get why it keeps happening. Like, I wipe it off before I close it. I try not to close it too tight, and then all of a sudden it's just nothing will split that apart. I got my new brush right here, as you can see. It's not covered in dry acrylic, and it's not raggedy and mauled like my last one. Now we're dehydrating and putting bond on the nails. We gotta keep those babies on, because last time, already. buffing over top that acrylic because I want my nails nice and smooth, because I'm gonna start applying some gel and stuff on top, and we want it to be the perfect canvas for that. But first, as you can see, I am shaping the nails, going for a coffin-like shape. And these nails ended up being a little shorter than I wanted them to be, but as they grow out and I keep giving myself fills, you know, we'll get to the place I kind of want to be. Alright, now we're wiping off the dust from the nail. And we're going to be using this gel polish right here. It's like a teal color, and I'm mixing some of that with clear to work on this ombre that I'm going to have on 3 of my nails. And I end up not losing so much, but my camera stops recording, so I lose some of the layers that I do on this. So we're going to jump from these nails being like transparent to being almost practically opaque in a few seconds here. Alright, and now I'm going to be encasing, just kidding, not encasing. I'm going to be using this custom made cover powder, not quite covering powder, that's going in place of a cover powder that's at the base of my nail, because I don't have one yet, but I do have one on the way, so we'll be excited for that. Right, and now we're going to start putting some confetti on. I'm using this rhinestone glue, just kind of just like gel, I think. It's just gel, but we're using that to adhere the confetti. I decided to go with stars, traditional stars, and some twinkle stars like looking things. I call them twinkles because I'm not sure if there's another name for them. And now we are encasing in just some clear, good old clear acrylic. Tap, tap. And when it comes to my ring finger and my middle finger, I can explain. So I ended up using regular nail polish on those, and you know, going against my previous advice that I gave in the last video I did, I decided to try it again, and you know, maybe this time it would work. I thought. I was wrong. It absolutely did not work. Partially probably due to my own impatience, but I ended up, here I am removing it, you know, but I ended up putting that on, putting some gel clouds over top and encasing it, and it just wrinkled up so ugly. So I had to remove that entirely. So now I should be working on starting that over with 2 different gel polishes, and one is blue and the other is like a dark purple to make a lavender. Trying to kind of go for the color that it was because I was definitely feeling that nail polish. So we're mixing it, and we're going to apply quite a few layers over top. Definitely took more layers than I was anticipating. be putting that clear glitter top on top. And I'm just using an iridescent glitter that my mom gave me once upon a time ago. And just mixing that with a gel top coat. Alright, now it's time to draw on some clouds. So I'm using this white gel polish to dot it on. I definitely like using the dotting tool for this. I feel like it just is the right one for the job. I don't think a brush could do quite this. Now I'm going to encase those two, and we get closer and closer to being done with this set of nails. Now we're ready to file them into shape. Does anyone else love filing the tip of their coffins? I just feel like there's just something satisfying about it. Right now we're smoothing this over with a fine drill bit. And luckily for this set of nails, they were pretty smooth already, so it was just kind of like touching up and refining, and then just going over the cuticle area with a small cone bit to just snatch that area up. Now we're dusting off that powder that just ended up on our nails, and we are throwing on a top coat, which I tend to like to do before I start to do my nail art and stuff, so I can kind of see if there's any imperfections peeking through or what have you not. And then if that's the case, you know, figuring out how to cover it up. But luckily with this set of nails, there really wasn't anything like that. So I'm just putting on that crystal gloopy stuff, gel. And then I'm using a top coat to kind of pull over the whole nail. And we're adhering these multi-colored rhinestones, which are my favorites. Alright, now I'm just taking some of that clear top coat, taking a what is this, like a detail brush, and going around those rhinestones to just lock them into place. I find that when I do this, they are very difficult to take off, so I think that's good. And as of currently, I don't think I've lost any crystals on these nails. Ooh, we are done. Now we're putting on some cuticle oil, rubbing that into the hands. It does wonders for your cuticles. Alright, well, since we're approaching the end of the video now, thank you so much for watching. Glad to see you, glad to have you here. And let me know if you want to see more. And if you don't, then I don't know, maybe post it on a forum.